Hi guys, my name is Chris and you're watching Wrestling Today, so let's start with WWE delivered a packed October 29th episode, and Rhea Ripley was around to watch her fellow Australian, Zarya, have her debut match on television. She even took a moment backstage to offer words of encouragement to Zarya and her babyface allies, but the Nightmare's happiness didn't last long. Rhea Ripley's night took a violent turn. During the introductions for the main event, the broadcast suddenly cut backstage, revealing a disturbing scene. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez were seen walking away with baseball bats, while Ripley was left lying next to her car, blood pouring from her head. The former WWE Women's Champion had clearly been assaulted in a brutal attack, with far more blood than typically seen on WWE television. The intensity of the scene left viewers shocked, as Ripley was shown in a visibly battered state after the violent encounter. PW Insider has now reported that they were told there is an injury behind the angle but have not confirmed specifics at this time. This is obviously a still developing story, but WWE may use that dramatic moment to write Ripley off television due to an actual injury. This is not great timing, because Ripley just returned to action after taking a break due to an AC joint injury. WWE doesn't shoot crazy scenes like this without a follow-up. The bloody aftermath of this situation may just result in Rhea Ripley taking a bit of a vacation from WWE television. In the meantime, Rhea Ripley's beef with Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez isn't going to simmer down. Even if they put her on the shelf thanks to that attack, the storyline will give her even more reasons to come back for revenge. Do you think Rhea Ripley's absence will set the stage for an epic comeback? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. The next story is about WWE has a different way of doing things, and that includes superstars getting time off. It appears that Logan Paul is banking on a very long hiatus from WWE after he lost the United States title to LA Knight at SummerSlam 2024 in Cleveland Browns Stadium. In September 2024, Logan Paul and Nina Agdal celebrated the birth of their baby. The Maverick took to his Instagram and uploaded photos of himself alongside Nina Agdal and their newborn daughter, Esme Agdal Paul. That big moment in his life could keep him out of the ring for years. During his Impulsive podcast, Logan Paul was asked if he will be at WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas. He didn't have the most positive response to that assumption. In fact, he doesn't plan on being there. Logan Paul said, "I don't know if I'll be at WrestleMania 41, there's a chance I'm still on paternity leave." Logan Paul then said that he asked for 2 years of paternity leave from WWE. Everyone on the podcast seemed shocked by that, and his co-host called him out for lying. He remained coy about that, but still stuck to his guns. Liv Morgan agreed to the 2 years, saying it doesn't sound too unreasonable. After all, she doesn't plan on coming back to pro wrestling after she has a kid. Logan Paul certainly doesn't plan on making WrestleMania 41, unless he's working fans in a big way by using his new baby in the process. We will have to see if Logan Paul shows up again in WWE within the next 2 years. He is still working on other things, like his podcast and other ventures. Do you think that we will see Logan Paul at WrestleMania 41? The final story is about AEW brought their Dynamite show to the Wallstand Center in Cleveland this week, and that crowd got quite a show. Although Tony Khan's company promoted a few attention-grabbing items on the card, many fans tuned in to see Swerve Strickland go to war with Shelton Benjamin. MVP brought Shelton Benjamin into AEW, and many fans are waiting to see who may follow them. As the Hurt Business is almost together in Tony Khan's company, Swerve Strickland made it clear that he wants nothing to do with MVP's operation. These two fought hard in the main event match, and they went through. It was evident that they wanted to make the most of this first-time meeting in the squared circle. Prince Nana stood next to MVP at ringside as they watched Swerve and Benjamin battle in the ring. Swerve had control of the match as they breached into the show's overrun, and Tony said that he's wanted to call a Shelton Benjamin match for years as they moved to the floor. Shelton almost got a 3 count, but they continued and Swerve nailed a house call and a 450 splash for a close 2 count of his own. Benjamin hit a knee strike, but Swerve returned to lay them both out in the middle of the ring. In the end, Swerve nailed a Liger bomb and a Swerve stomp to pull down the win. This was a huge win for Swerve Strickland as he needed to prove himself after his AEW World title loss. After the match was over, MVP got his phone out and he made a call, but they didn't reveal who was on the other line. Then the lights went out and Bobby Lashley made his way out. The Almighty is now all elite, and he looked ready to mix things up. Now 3/4 of the Hurt Business is back together, but they're in AEW. Of course, Cedric Alexander is still in NXT, where he is currently teamed up with Evans as a pretty decent tag team. Bobby Lashley made his way to the ring, and, holy shit, chants came out. Then he started destroying Swerve Strickland. MVP held Nana as Bobby and Shelton nailed a double team move on Swerve. MVP grabbed the microphone after everything was over, and he yelled, "Guess who's back in business?" Lashley's AEW debut sent quite a message, and it wasn't a great one for Swerve Strickland. How would you rate Tony Khan's for signing Bobby Lashley to AEW? Thanks guys for watching and please subscribe.